Everyone, another video here from the Tokyo real estate man, and you saw that right on the screen. We are in Japan's it's almost like it's a lost city, and that's Nagoya, because I found it really, I just hadn't looked at Nagoya lately, and I was searching around the neighborhood in this is Sakae in Nagoya, and it's a tremendous neighborhood. Now I was, and not anymore, but I was in the Japanese wedding business for about 20 years. And I've been to Nagoya much as, I don't know, 20 or 30 times. And it's a forgotten city, but it's a really, really big city. And I think the population of Nagoya right now is at about 10 million. And it's just a mammoth city. But it's kind of, no one ever really talks about it. And it was really nice to cover here. Anyway, this is Sakae right now, and it's covered a little bit in social media. But again, Nagoya just gets kind of picked over. Like even when I watch this sort of right here, this is like, if it was equivalent, you could say it's like Dotonbori or like the Shibuya of sort of Nagoya. And I'm not seeing the huge amount of tourists like you'd see, for example, if you're in Shibuya or anything like that, or Dotonbori and stuff like that. So it's in a way it's a good choice because it's sort of become off the beaten path, but it's a great city, and I've been there many times. And you can see there's a subway here stationed right here, just to the right there. Anyway, that gives you an idea. But before we went there, though, I thought that we could come here, and I came over to my good friend. This is my good friend over here. His name is Chatty, and ChatGPT. I'm always on there, and I wanted to check before we did the video and stuff like that. And I asked that. My question was, is the population of central Nagoya growing? And yes, the population of central Nagoya has been experiencing growth over the past decade, particularly in key urban wards. Now, is this really any different than Tokyo? We know that Shibuya ward is growing. We know that all the Minato ward is growing. Minato ward in the last 20 years, the central ward in Tokyo is the fastest growing ward. Chuo ward is growing. Shiota ward is growing. So we're just seeing the same sort of pattern, and whether you like it or not, and that's why the Akiya argument, basically you can think the people are moving from the countryside, and the Akiya is left in the countryside, and they're moving to the urban wards, the lead urban wards of the lead Japanese sort of cities. And not only that, what usually happens, there's a pattern inside that. They'll move to a little bit of the outside wards first, and after they're there about 5 or 6 years. For example, if you come into Shibuya, you can use my wife as a pattern. She moved into Suganami ward first, right? And then after she had met with me and she did better in her career, went on in Tokyo, she moved to the more popular ward like Meguro, for example, or Setagaya. So it's usually a two-step process. Or sometimes if it didn't work out for those people, they might go back to their home town. And for example, I was in Tokamachi one time, and I was talking to a young little boy on the street, and he had grown up in Tokyo until he was in about grade 5, and then his family moved back. So there's always it's a mix of things, but generally speaking, on the aggregate, you'll see here, it said, like here's Naka ward, this is Naka-ku. By the way, this is a really good kanji to learn, ku, because it's really easy. Both these kanjis are really, this means center, chu or Naka, right? So this means center ward. Okay, so the center ward, what does it say here? Recognized as Nagoya's central business district, Naka-ku, there you go, Naka-ku's population increased from approximately 63,000 in 1995. Okay, so that's when Bruce comes to Japan, 1995, to over 93,000 and probably more by 2020, making a significant rise, nearly 48% over 25 years. There you go. That really speaks of it. Let's look here. Adjacent to Naka-ku, Higashi, which is east ward, okay? East, and the ku is ward, okay, or area, saw its population grow from around 66,000 in 1995 to over 84,000 in 2020, reflecting a steady upward trend. So, yeah, and again, my sort of idea of extrapolation, place this sort of pattern on Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, and you could even say Fukuoka, for example. There we go. Factors contributing to it: urban redevelopment. Yeah, it just gets better. Improved transportation, lifestyle preferences. I think that's a really major one. There is a growing trend of individuals, especially younger demographics, preferring the amenities and convenience of urban living. I always talked about that. And then what does that mean? When you want, like, it just means that you need to invest in the, if you're going to get into Japan, you need to invest in the central wards. Now, because Nagoya is being skipped over by the international investors, and there's other factors too. There's no embassies there. There's no really, although the Toyota head office is in Nagoya, I should not say that, and they're a mammoth company. For some reason, the real estate here is just cheaper, but it's not all cheaper. But I found what I'm going to call here in this video the best deal I've seen in Japan, and we'll come over here to the map. And this is Sakae right there, or this is like Nagoya Station right here. This is just here where I'm going to circle the mouse right here is Nagoya Station. This is Sakae Station where we looked here in the video, where I was in the video. That's Sakae right there. This sort of lead Omotesando, Champs-Élysées of Nagoya is right there. And then we're going to look at this apartment here today, which is, I think, it might be the best deal I've seen in Japan in the last 10 years. Okay, it's just unbelievable. And anything, by the way, I've done a really restricted search right here. And anything we're looking at here is the top floor. I went to look for a really good apartment in a really good vertical placement, as I starting to call it on this channel. And you see this sort of blue pill. There's a couple of blue pills here, but we see red pill all around the station right here. If we go here to the satellite map, and you come in here closer to the station right here, you'll see that it's really well developed. It's a huge station. It's unbelievable. The first time I went to Nagoya, everyone talked about like Nagoya being this sort of countryside town. It plays this third fiddle to like Tokyo and Osaka, but it's amazing. It is a huge city. It's unbelievable. I guess it's not really showing it very well here and effectively in terms of the 3D. We'll go back here to the market, or the map, excuse me, and that again is the one we're going to look at. And but before we go there, I just wanted to cracked up one of the ones here that was the really expensive one, which is, I think that was is it this one right here? Yeah, this is one of the red pill ones that are right near the station, and this is a brand new apartment on the top floor of a building, and this is Ichioku Rokusenman, or basically $1.6 million Canadian. Okay, and over 100 meters. This is a 100-meter unit. Okay, we'll go through the pictures here. I guess if I had to click it, you'll see. And so this is probably built in like right now. So it's a brand new building. It's not a tower, but it's like an apartment building. And I don't know, let's say it was built in 2023. Okay, basically brand new. See, look at all the black tile. There you go. I told you about the deal, man. Black is the color right now. Yeah, and that's the Genkan as you come in. This is like the now building. Okay, the now 2025 now building. This is the Churinjo. You see the but you know what I mean? Like, wow. This building, there's two places for the bike. It's already full. This building is full. It shows you how popular this neighborhood. There's two empty spaces for the people who might buy this apartment, for example. Okay, there's no other spaces empty. This is a place for cars. This is a Ritai Chushajo, and this is like a 3D place that you put your car in there for the building, for parking. So this building has parking. And we don't have any pictures, so I'm guessing that the owner is presently living in the building, which is Shoyusha Jokyuchu, or Jokyochu, sorry. I might be saying it slightly wrong. And I'm guessing the owner is living here in the apartment, but it actually doesn't indicate. No, it says it's empty right now. It's Akiya. So no one's in the apartment. Shoyuken, there's parking available in the building, built in 2020. 22nd floor of a 22nd floor building. So it's basically the best unit in the building, top floor. Okay, and it says you can expect, this is the expected rental yield if you rented this apartment would be basically $4,000 or 40 mon, which is 4,000 Canadian dollars a month, south facing. It says expected. It's currently not rented, but it says here Nenkan. Nenkan yote, which is planned, okay? Chintai shunu, chintai ryo shunu, 540 man en. Okay, that's what it says. Or rimawari, I always try to teach you that word, rimawari, which means yield of 3.37%. Okay, Shogyo Chiki means zone commercial. This one really close to the station. But most of this stuff around here is going to be Shogyo Chiki in that it's commercially zoned. Anyhow, this was not the main one that I'm looking at, but we can see at the top end of this market right here, this unit is going to rent for 40 mon a month. But again, this is the 2020 building. Okay, it's basically next to brand new. Okay, location really near. It's right. I think Nagoya. It's basically Nagoya eki menomai. So right, menomai is mei is your eye. Menomai, right in front. Okay, so it's right in front of the station. Okay, right there. Okay, but it's right here also in Sakae. This is Sakae. Okay, so we're in there. By the way, see. Higashi Ward. We talked on my friend Chat GBD talked about the population in Higashi Ward or East Ward is growing. This is where we're looking at. Okay, Shin Sakae Machi Station. Okay, so I got you in the best area here in Nagoya, where we know the population. Is this trend really going to change over the next 10 years? It's not going to change. I'm holding you on here because the real deal, it's coming, and it's the best deal I've seen in 10 years. Okay, so just I want you to remember the price. Ichioku Rokusenman. I have a place that's bigger than this one. This was 100 meters. I found a place for I think 200,000 Canadian dollars, and it's just unbelievable. Here we go. This is the best deal I've seen the Tokyo real estate man. I'm not exaggerating. It's the best deal I've seen in 10 years in Japanese real estate. Okay, this is a 112 meter apartment, top floor, 3 LDK, top floor, okay, for Nisen 280 man, for $220,000. And we'll expand this here. Amazing balcony. The balcony here is, there's a balcony on the front, there's a balcony on the back, there's windows on this side, there's windows, there's light coming in from 4 directions. This is a phenomenal unit. South facing, okay, for all you vitamin D heads like me, because we want to get that vitamin D on the skin combined with natto. Don't forget, combine it with natto, vitamin K2. Okay, and that's the building, built in 1991 or 1992, 7th floor. This is the best deal I've seen in 10 years of Japanese real estate. And that's the balcony. It's huge. It's on the top floor, and there's going to be no one going to be blocking your way. This is a tremendous deal. If you want to move to Japan and you're looking for a deal, this is the one you want to get. Just bring your $220,000 cash, and this can be yours. And yeah, I don't think there might be some development in front of here though, but I don't think it's coming quickly. And if it does come, I think it's going to be like more of a 10-story or 12-story building, although you see a new building right there. Yeah, this is a great deal. And then you can see you're in, again, Higashi Ward or Naka Ward here in Nagoya. And what the population we know in this ward has increased 48% over the last, what did it say, 48% over the last 20 years or 30 years. And this is inside the apartment, and to me it looks pretty good. It looks all good to me. You don't have to do nothing in this apartment. And this apartment, I'm thinking, can rent for 20 months. So you're going to be totally cash flow positive on this, even if you didn't live in it. And you know what? This carpet here, you can laugh at it, but you know what? I like it. In this bedroom, I love carpet in the bedroom. Put a nice bed in there. Here, that would be a great bedroom with some beautiful drapes. Oh my God. There's nothing needs to be done in this apartment. Everything's straight. There's nothing, like, granted, it's not 2025, okay? Which is why I think that you could get, I'm thinking you can get $2,500 a month for this apartment. I'm thinking about buying it myself. Yeah, it's a good deal. Because, like, do I really, like, my apartment in Shibuya. Okay, my apartment in Shibuya is even bigger than this one. Okay, so let's say, why, in my head, I'm not saying my wife doesn't want me to sell my apartment in Shibuya. I brought the subject up yesterday and she didn't like it. But I thought I could easily sell that apartment in Shibuya. And I could just live here in Nagoya, in the top floor of a building here. And there's probably parking downstairs. She said no to that idea, but I'm going to try to warm her up to that idea. But those are the little processes in my head. I have to make a new channel in Nagoya Real Estate Man. But this is the Genkan as you come in the building. It's really nice. It's an auto lock elevator in the building. And there's not a huge amount of people in the building, I don't think, living in this building here. So I don't think that there's going to be a huge amount of pressure on that elevator all the time, but it's great. Okay, yeah, so we know, yeah, I see what they're doing here. This is from the smaller balcony in the back, I think, and this is from the more spacious balcony in the front, or it could be reversed either way. Anyways, this is the best deal I've seen. I just want to go through these pictures one more time. There's a living room. It's amazing. It's a really great deal. If there's another bedroom, they didn't even take a picture. There's so many, they didn't even take a picture of it. That's the Genkan as you come in. And that's the Genkan of the building. Okay. Anyway, come down here to the information here in detailed in the listing right here. We have, okay, so this is 7 minutes from either of these stations right here. And we know that this is right in Sakae. Okay, we're going to come to the map after. Okay, the repair fund fees for this building are 10,000. Okay, the management fees are 30,000. This is really normal when you're into the bigger apartments. Okay, it's really totally normal. This is not bad at all. Now, this is going to cash flow. It's going to rent. If anything, I think you need to do on this unit, if I were to do anything on this unit, I would say that maybe you could put some plush carpeting in all the bedrooms, and then keep everything else straight and normal, and don't do anything else to it. It's totally gonna rent. Like I mentioned too, south facing, everything here is working. This is the name of the building, by the way. South facing Shogyo Chiki, which again is its own commercial. Monitor to get everything's in. This is a totally straight apartment. Everything you want. Okay, 3 LDK. Okay, 3 living room, dining room, kitchen. 112 meters, 28 meters in balcony. Okay, 7 top floor built. Maybe I was a little bit. I said 92 or 93 earlier, 1991. And there's only 6 units in the building. Oh, that's nice too. So that means your portion area of the land, okay, you basically own 1/6 of it. So everyone in this building has basically an apartment the same size. It's really good. So that's why I thought it didn't show the parking lot downstairs, but I looked at another listing of this one from another site, and I remember it was from the map, and I got from the map, and we'll have a look. It looked like there's pretty good cars down there in the bottom of the building, and that's what it is. Everyone has like 110 meter apartment here in this building. And then, it's phenomenal. This is the best deal I've seen. The only weakness that you could possibly say is that maybe the repair fund fee, because there's only 6 units and there might be a little light. This one right here, because there's only six units. But my guess is it's stock full of money. So it's on the top floor. Reinforced concrete. Anything else here to talk about? The size of the lot is 235 meters, and basically, so that 235 meters, you're going to own 1/6 of that. 1/6 of that is going to be yours. So what's that? 24. You basically own 40 meters of that land right down there in the ward that's growing, that's doubling in population every 25 years. This is a no-brainer. And it's one. Compared to that 1-for-1, this is the best deal I've ever. I can't even do the numbers on it. They're so good. The numbers on this are so good. It's even hard to do. Okay, let's go on here into the map. Let's get in here, and we'll get the Google Maps golden guy, and we'll stick them on to the onto right in front of the building, and I will expand the map. And then I landed Tokyo Real Estate Man. You actually did it today. You landed it right in front of there, and I don't know. These look all to be pretty good cars, by the way. And this is the building right here. And that's the park. There's a space open in the back. Maybe that's the space right there. That's the best space for parking. That one in the back right there, because you just move right on in there straight. And that's the building right there. And I'm thinking that unit is the whole floor. It's the whole floor. And then across the street is just like we saw. Yeah, this is an amazing deal. For $200,000! I kept thinking it was a mistake. I sent it to Nakamura. I sent the thing to Nakamura because I looked at it. It was such a good deal, because I've been thinking about buying it myself. Okay, and then he said, it's in Nagoya, and I said, yeah, I know. I know it's in Nagoya, but it's a really great deal. So So look at from my perspective. Okay. I'm, of course, like, I'm originally from Shibuya, but I'm in, so the kids can go to school here. I'm in Canada right now, and I'm going to eventually move back to Japan. Why not, instead of moving into Shibuya, when I go back, I can just move here to Nagoya and have a new life. Look at lots of I could just have a new life anyway. I'm going to have to make a transition to come back anyway. And then I could live here on the top floor for $200,000. So I could just really, to be honest with you, I could just empty some money on my bank account right now and buy this one. And I know I got a great apartment to go to in Nagoya, which I like. And all I have to do is put some new carpet there into the look, there's a new building right there, by the way. There's a new building right there. A new carpet into the bedrooms, but I don't think that carpet's all that bad anyways. And it gives you a little character or an idea of what this neighborhood is about. I've showed you the numbers according to ChatGPT, but you'd have to check them yourself. But I think this is about the best deal I've seen in Japan real estate for the last 10 years. It's amazing. So it's coming here from Nagoya, so it's just amazing. Anyway, go over the price one more time. Anyone here coming from the Japanese market too, we could look at the financial numbers on it if we do the loan simulation. We saw that it's going for $220,000 Canadian. This here is the one to do the, it says Shiharai. It's going to be like the simulation for a loan, I think. At Home just recently changed their page here a little bit, and it's they've changed it for the better, but I'm not totally 100% used to it. So this is with a zero down payment. Monthly payments for owning this apartment are basically $1,000 a month, but that's a little bit unrealistic. We can come down here and let's say we plug in 400 mon, which is $40,000. Come, $40,000. What are you talking about? I mean. And then what do we got here? $95 a month. Okay, you're coming from Japan. Let's say you do have a little bit more savings than that, and you have, let's just say you have 1,000, which is $100,000, and then you can live in this house for the next 35 years. Okay, for payments, including management fees. This included the high. Okay, granted, you could say, no, the management fees are too high, Tokyo real estate, man. Okay, yeah, you're right. Still cheaper than rent. And I think this thing is going to rent for $2,500 a month. So the numbers work. This is an amazing deal. Come back here to the master map. These numbers, if you're coming for the domestic side of the market, these numbers work. Okay, the drag on owning this apartment every month with a $100,000 down payment is 7,000 yen a month, $70 a month, basically $250 a day in interest of living there. Granted, you could shoot back at me and say the management fees are bigger on that, but your portion area of the land here is really, really high because there's only 600 units in the building. This is an amazing deal. I almost didn't want to make this video. Other things to consider right there. We looked at the ChatGPT information, okay? Look, there's red pill all around. These are all the top floor units, and a top floor unit is always easy to rent. This is a no-brainer. Come back here to the social media end of it. This is it. This is a super urban area. People from maybe Chubu, which is like the central area of Japan, there probably are the people who are migrating here to Nagoya. Look at the affluence here. Look at the affluence. Okay, it's just all around. And it's a well-maintained. Do you see any garbage? Do you see any drug users here on the side of the street? No, you don't. You see none of that. You see the bicycles placed here in a very orderly manner. Okay, and I'm guessing this isn't totally. This is just a little commercial main sort of corridor here of Sakae. But if we were sort of to advance the video to other sort of if we advance it forward, you see it just continues. It's just great. There's a scramble kosaten right there, which is known as a scramble crossing right there. You see there's young people. It's a very affluent society. You see there's a Don Quixote right there. Okay, you see right there, look, there's telltale signs are all around. Okay, there's a redevelopment of a new building right there in central Nagoya. It's just amazing. This is the best deal I've seen in 10 years. There's a beautiful girl walking by right there. Look at it. Now, I'm amazed how young this population is here in Nagoya. This is not an elderly population. Look here. I granted it's the downtown area right there, or the Shibuya area, right? But it's a very vibrant and young population here in Nagoya. Happy to make this video today. Interested in this apartment, because if you watch this channel, someone should get this one. I should get this one. My wife would be mad at me if I empty my savings account to buy that, but it's a really good deal. Okay, you can always come here if you're interested in an apartment here or a house or something in Japanese real estate space. You can always come here to my Instagram, Tokyo Real Estate Man. I'm transitioning it from my little personal Instagram. It's going to be a Japan real estate Instagram for the rest of my life. You can contact me or DM me there. Failing that, you can always come here to my website. As it says here on top, it's really simple. I love my web address, Tokyo Real Estate Man website. That's where I go for my. That's where the website is. Oh, by the way, I think this is the ship coming in. I came over the ship that's coming into Vancouver with my Delicas on it. Tokyo Real Estate Man website. 2 ways to get a hold of me here. You can use the contact email here at the top. You can use the contact box here. It's a picture of me and Nakamura in Yokohama. Anyway, another real estate video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. The best deal I've seen in 10 years. I've been in Japanese real estate for 30 years. This is probably the best deal I've seen in a long time. Anyway, happy to do a video here from Nagoya. Nagoya no 最上階のペンタウスの物件についての動画も楽しかった。いつもこのチャンネル見てる皆様ありがとう。Thank you for taking the time to watch this channel. この動画ここでもう終わりです。すいません。